Hello, I'm Neon Geode, and welcome to my fake super flat series. Last episode, I built this house and this deck that I'm standing on now, but I've decided I want this to be waterfront property. So, right here in this space in between my house and that slime chunk over there, I'm going to be building myself a bit of a fishing pond. Now, I discovered in the last episode, well, one, to make sure that my microphone is actually set up and recording correctly, but two, that, yeah, I still have not mastered the art of talking and recording, I guess, building something at the same time. So, trying to build something and talk over the gameplay and having that gameplay actually be good. But let me just start digging out in this section here. I'll leave myself just a small gap over to the side. I don't want this to be a perfect circle. I want it to be a bit irregular. But that's definitely one of the challenges I found is that it's hard. It's hard to build something and have it be good and talk about something and have that commentary actually be good at the same time. And that's a real struggle, but hopefully this is going to be a nice, easy build for me where it's not too hard for me to concentrate on what I'm doing in the game, but also on what I'm trying to say at the same time. Now, one of my absolute favorite things to do in early game Minecraft is fishing. And I have a whole fishing island in my main world out there above the walls. Out there is my main forever world. I have a whole kind of fishing island and everything. I would go out to that island very early on in this world. That would have been like 5 years ago. But I haven't really done early game Minecraft since then until I started doing this challenge. So I think this is going to be a great opportunity for me to do some more fishing. Um, it really is. It's just nice and relaxing, and there are so many good things you can get from fishing. Especially if you do fishing instead of going right into like trying to maximize everything and doing farms and trying to optimize and all that. Like if you just do fishing, there are so many good things you can get. You can get cod and salmon for food. I won't be able to cook those up due to the nature of this challenge. I don't have stone, so I don't have a furnace, and I don't have a campfire yet. I will be able to get one from villagers, but it's such a good source of food. Um, and I think rather than building a food farm, like even late game, like I just grab stacks and stacks of whatever food I have on hand instead of just okay, I'm going to eat only steak and only pork chops and only golden carrots, and that's it. No, I grab whatever. I grab chicken or pork or carrots or just whatever I have on hand for eating, and I don't worry about trying to optimize that part of the game. Um, but you get the flush. Well, wow, I can't talk. You get the puffer fish for trading, and also tropical fish for trading with villagers. And if you don't want the cod and salmon for food, um, you can use those for trading as well. I'm kind of looking at my pond here. I think I want it to be bigger than that. Like it's not filling up that whole space. I want to build that out then a bit more than it is right now. But you get all the good fish for trading. Don't really ever have to worry about enchanting a fishing rod. You can just start with whatever fishing rod you have on hand, and then you can easily work your way up because you catch more fishing rods, and some of those are enchanted. So you can easily work your way up to a max enchanted fishing rod just through fishing itself. So that's one great thing about fishing. And also all the enchanted books are really, especially before you've had like librarians and like set up villager breeders and all this stuff to try to get librarians for all the books you might need. You can fish up, including mending, including unbreaking, including all the ones you would want. You can fish those up and not have to worry about trying to get librarians early on or going out and collecting them from other places, strongholds, or wherever. You can just get all the good books that way. I'm kind of looking at my pond here. I didn't want it to be quite so regular looking. So maybe if I do like a little inlet over here, make it a little less regular. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll do it out. We'll make it a little oblong over in this direction. Hopefully that is a bit more what I'm liking. So I think I want to go in and fill in some of this back in to make it, again, not so regular looking. I want it to be a very natural looking pond if I can. Maybe fill in a bit more here. Yeah, I'm liking how that looks a bit better. So what I'm going to end up doing, I can only go one layer deep, or else if I go 2 layer deeps, I have the layer of obsidian, which is my fake bedrock layer. So just kind of, again, not trying to do like a set distance from the edge, making it kind of irregular where the deeper part of the pond is. I'm going to go through and dig this out, and I hope I have enough shovels crafted. I'll have to go craft some more if I do not, or just live with where the boundaries are, but that's okay. There's other great stuff. I mean, saddles used to be better. Now you can craft them, but it's still very valuable in this challenge where I have yet to be able to build an iron farm. My mob grinder can get me iron, but it's very slow for getting iron. I only have like 5 iron ingots here. I don't want to waste any of those on saddles, so I'll be able to get saddles that way. And I'll be able to, again, get name tags. They made those craftable too. So again, not as important regularly, but I don't want to waste iron on that. If I actually want to use name tags, I will, I'll need to be saving up that iron to turn into an anvil anyway. So I don't want to waste that on name tags. I'll be able to get lily pads for use in like decorating this pond. I'll be able to get ink sacks for black dye and water bottles for trading with the wandering trader and getting emeralds that way and building up my supply of emeralds. So there's just so many good things I'm going to be able to get through trading. I think my shovel is about to run out here. So I think what I'll do is go craft another one, maybe go to sleep here and come back when it's nice and dry. All right, so we're back. I've kind of dug this out. Again, nice and irregular to try to make it look more natural. We have a wandering trader. Let's see if we have anything good from the wandering trader that spawned in here. And nothing I cannot live without. I should go get, I think I have a milk bucket I can trade. be not in that chest, or maybe I emptied it out for one of my... Let's actually eat here for one of my water buckets. Let's get some water from the well. I want to put that back and have an infinite supply. I want to have 2 buckets on hand just because it's going to make it so much easier to fill in all the water here. Let me see. I guess I did not have one of those milk buckets. I don't have an extra. That's fine. I do want to do some more trading with the Wandering Trader for some of these decorations. So I should have done this where I can actually get an infinite supply going here. Oh, come on. There we go. I desperately want to get sugarcane, which I'll use as kind of decoration around here once I get that sugarcane. I want to get firefly bushes, which, oh god, been pushed around by the water here. I want to, it's going to be so much easier if I go up here from above and do it this way, right? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Want to get the firefly bushes for ambience, but I really want that sugar cane. I want sugar for fermented spider eyes for trading with the Wandering Trader to get more emeralds. But I really want to get maps. I want paper for maps. Also, I don't have a lot of uses for gunpowder without an elytra. So I want... I'll probably end up doing some fireworks too. Firework rockets for that, since I can't use them for flying. Definitely haven't done much with fireworks ever. I'm getting very much sidetracked here with that idea. But what I really want is paper for maps. That is one of kind of the key things of this world, right? This is my forever world, and I love tracking the progress of this world, and one of the absolute best ways to do that is through maps. And yeah, so like at the spawn of my world, you may have seen that in one of the other videos in this challenge, or you can see my world tour video or other videos. Like, I have like some oversized hanging maps where I show the state of the world as it, existed on day 1, and it also shows the state of the world as it exists today. I have a set of maps that are similar for the kind of it's basically like 3 maps wide area here. So I have like 3 maps, and I have that, but I haven't been able to actually do some new maps while I've been working on this challenge. So I want to start like, mapping, doing a new locked map every, 10 episodes or 20 episodes or whatever. And I can't do that until I get paper for maps. Another one of my favorite things to do to kind of track progress is just, it's not even tracking progress, but just to limit building to, limit building, not entirely to certain chunks, but like kind of like pick a core area of your world and try to do as much building as possible within that area, rather than like spreading it out all over the place. And like, some of your builds are over here, and then you have to like go way over somewhere else to see those other builds. I think it's useful to see your progress if you're actually walking walking by those builds a lot more often, and seeing like, oh, like here's an old thing, here's an old build next to a new build, and then being able to I don't know, it just I think it helps versus having everything all spread out. um let's take that down. I'll come back and relight it better later. But for now, I'm going to focus on the decoration here. Get some little weeds up around the outside of my pond. Okay. And then do the same thing here under the lake. Just an easy way to do it. I thought about maybe doing some like patches of clay or sand or things like that. I don't really have much access to sand until I can get it from the wandering trader, and I can do clay, but I think just this look here is going to be what I want. Give some color with the bone meal here too. Um, I guess another thing I'm doing to track the progress of this world is through my YouTube channel. And by having a YouTube channel, then I'm like documenting it through video. And I just love that way to do it. Um, actually meant to do something first. I want to have a mangrove tree. You can actually put these under water, and then yeah, now I don't know if it'll bone meal because I have a whole bunch of other stuff here. So let me get that out of the way here. Hopefully it'll clear this all out because it likes a lot of space for the roots to spread out. And I hope I get a mangrove tree I actually like on the first time, or I'm going to end up having to chop it all down, and I'll cut that part out of the video if I have to do that. Hopefully, is that enough? Yeah, so that one gives a lot of area to like float a boat underneath. It's not like a huge one, but I can definitely live with that mangrove tree. Now let me come back through and bone meal the areas that I cleared out here. So let me see that from this angle. Yeah, it's kind of a smaller one than I was hoping for, but I can definitely live with that. Um, I did cherry in the house too, so I want to put a cherry tree kind of out front here, not like blocking the house, but a little off center like that, I think. And that's a very let me back up here so I can actually see it. That's a quite magnificent looking cherry tree here. And mobs could almost spawn under that. That not really, but okay. I ended up with a kind of a puny mangrove and a very magnificent looking cherry tree. So now I almost kind of want to go back, but no, I don't really. It's fine. It's fine. Don't need to stress too much about it, but yeah, like I was saying, just kind of always looking for, and let me set down the craft table here, looking for ways to kind of track the progress of my world and tell the story of my world. So yeah, that's almost that. It's almost nighttime here too. I'll set out a bed that I'll be sleeping in about 2 seconds here. But I think I want to set up a little dock here coming in on that side. Could be nighttime. Okay, so let's craft some of this spruce into spruce wood here, and let's get some slabs. And yeah, it's just gonna be a very, very simple dock. I think we'll come in right here. Looks to be the place. And then what? Yeah, like there and there. And something like here and here for supports. And just a very simple dock like that. Take some of that down, bring it up on shore here. And I think that's fine. And then I can just come to the end of my dock and fish here. I want to craft a boat. I don't have enough planks. That's why it's not showing the recipe. There it is. Thankfully, they finally, one of the sometimes parody ends up going against Bedrock Edition, but this is one of the nice ones where I no longer have to craft a shovel for my boat. So yeah, I'll have this, and I'll just be able to ride my boat out here, pick a spot, and throw out my fishing pole. And I forgot about that. I got a fishing pole from my copper farm there, the drowned farm. I got a fishing pole that way. So let's take that from my chest of first items in the game. Let's do that. Take a step back here, take a good look at this. I am very kind of happy with how that turned out. We'll have gonna have the main east-west roadway going through here. I'll probably be building out that road soon enough. Let's hop out on my boat, go out under the mangrove tree here, and let's eat up. I'm hungry. And let's cast out my fishing pole here. Yeah, so I've thought sometimes, like, what would be like one feature I want to add to the game? Wow, a enchanted book right away. And where'd it go? Where did the book go? What? Huh? Where'd my book go? Is it up in the tree? What's going on there? Oh, it wow, why did it not collect? Did it get caught on the tree? That's funny. Unbreaking 3 and multi-shot. I don't really care about multi-shot, but Unbreaking 3, right on cue. Yeah, fishing is such a great way to get books. As I was trying to say before, wow, I got something to really prove my point. I've thought about like what would I want to add to the game, and for me, I'd love if they added photography, like camera and films. Like, wow, I'm terrible luck fishing now. That's why I definitely need that max enchanted rod. Am I like hung up on the weeds? Is that what's going on there? I don't know. Maybe I just need to be patient. Yeah, so I'm not really sure how the photography should work. If it should be like Polaroid, or where you just like put the film in the camera and out comes a picture, or maybe you develop it in a dark room with some uh, a cauldron that's got like film developing liquid in it or something. But that would be something I would love if they added to the game. If I was ever going to like play around with doing an add-on, that would be it. I don't know. Let's go up on dock here and cast off this way. Yeah, and maybe you could have like different lenses where you use like, I don't know, amethyst or something in the lens, and you end up with like different focal lengths or different characteristics of the pictures that you're taking. And I would just love, just in general, if there's more of a focus, yeah, let's add things into the game that are going to help me track the progress of my Forever World. But yeah, I think I'm gonna hang out here, hang out here for a bit. Uh, uh, do some fishing, try to get some books, try to get some fish. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be nice and relaxing. Maybe I'll work my way up to an enchanted rod by next episode. Who knows? But thanks for watching. I am super excited to have lakefront property in my big super flat challenge. And if you made it this far, please comment, let me know. And we'll see you in the next video.